This is my fresh old school RuneScape account, straight off of Tutorial Island, where my one goal is to complete everything. But after only ever being a level 3 skiller, I have no PVM experience, never had a quest cape, never done any bossing or any raids, and I've never even maxed an account. So I am now exploring the land of Gillinor to take on everything. Quests, combat tasks, achievements, and even the collection log. Welcome to RuneScape's 100% completion. A new collection log unlocked, which is the Hespori seed. Putting my collection log to 2 out of 1,568. Since I've now unlocked Fossil Island, I now want to work on finishing Recipe for Disaster so I can unlock the Barrows gloves. Unlocking the Barrows gloves would give me my best in slot gloves option for a very long time. But as I'm going through the optimal quest guide, I still have a lot of quests and achievements that I need to complete before I can even complete Recipe for Disaster. So the next quest I need to do is the Watchtower quest, but I need to get 40 mining. Another collection log unlocked, giving me the Lederhosen shorts. And that is level 40 mining coming in, meaning I now have all the requirements to complete the Watchtower quest. Okay, I've just been one shot. And that is the Watchtower completed, giving me 4 quest points, 15,000 magic XP, 5,000 coins, and the Watchtower teleport spell, putting my magic level to 40. Now, if I use this, I can now use the Watchtower teleport spell on my magic book when I have the level for it. I have the Giant Dwarf started already, so I'm going to go and complete the rest of that quest. And that is the Giant Dwarf completed, giving me 2 quest points, 2,500 mining XP, smithing XP, and crafting XP, and 1,500 magic XP, thieving XP, and fire making XP, putting my smithing level to 42, and my fire making level to level 31. So now that the Giant Dwarf is completed, I can now go ahead and get the Forgettable Tail quest done. Right, so I've planted the Kelder seeds, but it's telling me that I now need to wait 20 minutes for it to grow. Why do quests like this exist? Right, so I've just done the part where I have to make the Kelder brew, and I now have to wait yet another 20 minutes. Why has Jagex put this in a quest? Forgettable Tale completed, giving me 2 quest points, 5,000 farming XP, 5,000 cooking XP, and 2 mature dwarven stouts. Putting my farming level up to level 32. And my cooking level up to level 28. Another slice of ham completed, giving me 1 quest point, 3,000 mining XP, 3,000 prayer XP, an ancient mace, and a Dorgashan train access, putting my mining level up to level 41. The classic count drainer. Vampire Slayer completed, giving me 3 quest points and 4,800 attack XP. Now whilst I'm at the Drainer Manor, I am just going to go and complete Ernest the Chicken. And that is Ernest the Chicken completed, giving me 4 quest points and 300 coins. So I'm 32 farming, meaning that I can plant Ranar seeds, but Ranar seeds are very expensive. So I'm going to sell off the herbs that I have already farmed, and then buy some Ranar seeds and just hope that they don't die. So that's now 225,000 GP, and hopefully I can make a lot more back from Ranar herbs. Right, so I spent 133,000 GP on 5 Ranar seeds. So when I can then harvest the actual Ranar herbs, I'll come back and see how much profit I made from that. But in the meantime, whilst waiting for the Ranar seeds to grow, I am just going to go back to questing, which Demon Slayer will be my next quest to complete. And that is Demon Slayer completed, giving me 3 quest points and the Silverlight. So now that I've acquired the Silverlight, I can now go and do Shadow of the Storm and get that quest done. So I'm going to put the XP from killing the demon into ranged. Completing the quest, giving me 1 quest point, 10,000 ranged XP, and the Dark Light. Putting my range level all the way up to level 28. That is Horror from the Deep completed. Putting my range level up to 32. Magic level to 43. Strength level to 36. Right, so the next quest that I actually want to complete is Animal Magnetism. I do have all the requirements done, but I need to get some more Ecto tokens, because I believe you need 20 for the quest, and I only have 11. Right, that is more Ecto tokens earned, so I should have more than enough now to go and complete Animal Magnetism. And that is Animal Magnetism completed, giving me 1 quest point, 2,500 woodcutting XP, 1,000 crafting XP, 1,000 fletching XP, and 1,000 slayer XP. It also gives me access to an Ava's device. putting my Slayer level up to level 30, my Crafting level up to 39, and my Fletching up to level 14. Now the reason why this quest is so important is because it gives me access to the Ava's devices, which gives me a chance to save ammo when I'm using range. So it's time to see if I've either lost money because all my Ranar seeds have died or if I've profited. Now, one of my patches did actually die, but I did buy 5 Radar Seeds for 133,000 GP, and I did make back 180,000, meaning this should be a consistent profit, keeping up with all my farm runs. Creature of Fen Constraint completed, giving me 2 quest points, 1,000 Thieving XP, and the Ring of Karos. Now, the next quest that I do want to work on is Big Chompy Bird Hunting, which I need level 30 cooking for. I can boost it by using a Chef's Delight, but I don't fancy paying 40,000 GP. So I'm just going to get my cooking level from level 28 to 30. And that is 30 cooking coming in. Big Chompy Bird Hunting completed, giving me 2 quest points, 1,400 cooking XP, 700 ranged XP, and 260 fletching XP, along with an ogre bow and the ability to make ogre arrows. Putting my fletching level up to level 15, and my cooking level up to level 31. Jungle Potion completed, giving me 1 quest point and 775 Herblore XP, putting my Herblore level to level 23. So now that I have completed Jungle Potion, I now have all the requirements to go and complete Shiloh Village. That is Shiloh Village completed, giving me 2 quest points, access to Shiloh Village, and 3,800 crafting XP, putting my crafting level up to level 40. Now the next thing that I want to do is go and complete the Easy Karamja Diary. I have already done 3 tasks, so I only need to do 9 more. That's an easy task completed. Right, so I tried to do the fight pits and I'm just clearly dumb and it didn't work. So it says that I can just enter the fight caves. Nice, another task completed. Traveling to Ardoin from Brimhaven is another easy task completed. I've got to mine this gold rock, which will complete another task, and there it is. Go over and swing on this rope swing for another easy task. Thank you. Right, so I need to pick up 5 seaweeds along the coast to complete another easy task. That is another task completed. I now only have 1 more task left, which is to kill a Joga down in this pothole dungeon. And that is my last task completed. So claiming the easy Karamja Diary rewards, I'm given the Karamja Gloves 1 and an Antique Lamp, which I'm going to put the Antique Lamp into Slayer. Granting me 1,000 Slayer experience, putting my Slayer level up to level 31. Now, having all the requirements for Zoga Flesh Eaters, this is now going to be my next quest. Right, I'm just failing this and then getting attacked by these. Finally opened it. And that is Zoga Flesh Eaters completed, giving me 1 quest point, 2,000 ranged XP, 2,000 fletching XP, 2,000 herblore XP, ability to make Reliquum's Balm, not sure if I said that right, and the ability to make brutal arrows. Putting my range level to level 33, and my fletching level to level 20. And that is the Observatory quest completed, giving me 2 quest points, 2,250 crafting XP, and it also gave me defense XP because of the constellation that I observed, putting my defense level to 33. Now, completing that quest was actually very big for the account because it now puts me to over 150 quest points. Now, the next quest that I want to work on is Spirits of the Elid, but I currently do not have all of the requirements. I have to get level 37 ranged, and I'm currently only level 33, so I need to get a few more range levels up. And that is 37 range coming in, meaning I do now have all the requirements I needed. That is my first clue nest from birdhouses. Clue scroll beginner, which I am going to go and do. Clue casket obtained, meaning I can now add that to the bank. That is the Spirits of Elid completed, giving me 2 quest points, 8,000 prayer XP, 1,000 thieving XP, 1,000 magic XP, and access to Nardar's Shrine. Now, I don't actually know what Nardar's Shrine is or what it even does, but that puts my prayer level up to level 46 and my thieving level up to level 43. Now, the next quest that I'm going to complete is the Garden of Tranquility, which I have already planted all the seeds that I need. I'm just hoping that they haven't died. And of course, the first one I check is dead. And another one has died, so I've now got to wait for 2 more to grow. Great. The Garden of Tranquility completed, giving me 2 quest points, 5,000 farming XP, an activated Ring of Karos, a super compost potion, and some seeds, putting my farming level to level 41. Now, the next quest that I'm going to work on is the Enlightened Journey, which I do have all the requirements for. And that is Enlightened Journey completed, giving me 1 quest point, 4,000 Firemaking XP, 3,000 Farming XP, 2,000 Crafting XP, 1,500 Woodcutting XP, and the Balloon Transport access. Putting my crafting level to level 41, and my woodcutting level to level 37, and my firemaking level to level 33. And that is the balloon transport system unlocked to the crafting guild, giving me 2,000 firemaking XP, putting my firemaking level to level 34. Now I need to get my firemaking level from level 34 to 40, so it shouldn't take long at all, and I'm going to go do that now. And that is 40 firemaking coming in, so now I can go and unlock another balloon transport system for some more firemaking XP. And that is the Varrock Balloon Transport System unlocked, giving me another 2,000 Firemaking XP. Now, my next quest is the Tears of Guthix, but I need 49 Firemaking, and I currently am 40 Firemaking, so it looks like I'm going back to the GE to do fires in a line again. Another clue scroll from Birdhouse Runs, and that is another casket to go inside the bank. And that is now Firemaker level 45, meaning I can now switch over to Maple Logs. That is now 49 firemaking coming in, the last requirement needed for Tears of Guthix. Now, before I go and complete Tears of Guthix, I am going to complete Romeo and Juliet, just so I can have Romeo stop talking to me every time I teleport to Varrock. And that is Romeo and Juliet completed, awarding me 5 quest points. And that is Tears of Guthix completed, giving me 1 quest point, 1,000 crafting XP, and access to the Tears of Guthix. Completing the Tears of Guthix gives me over 1,300 runecrafting XP because it was my lowest level skill, giving me 14 runecrafting. Now I believe I can't do this now for another week. So I'm now heading over into Canaphis to do a couple of quests there, and the first one that I'm going to be doing there is In Search of the Myrique. That is another collection log unlocked, giving me the Beekeeper's Legs. In Search of the Myrique completed, giving me 2 quest points, access to the Hollows, 600 XP in each attack, defense, strength, hit points, and crafting. That is Shades of Morton completed, giving me 3 quest points, 2,000 crafting XP, and 2,000 Herblore XP. I think it unlocks the minigame Shades of Morton as well, which I honestly have never ever done, as I am a level 3 skiller on my other account, so it's impossible to get here on that account. Putting my crafting level to 42 and my herblore level to level 28. I have failed this part of the quest twice already. Finally. And that is In Aid of Myrique completed, giving me 2 quest points, access to Bird the Rot, access to Temple Trekking, 2,000 XP each in attack, defense, strength, and crafting. Putting my attack level up to level 46. My defense level up to level 34. And my strength level up to level 38. Right, so I did just go and complete Skippy and the Moga's mini quest, because later on in the account when I do Rag and Bone Man 2, I will need a Moga bone, and you have to do this quest to even kill Mogas. And that is Troll Stronghold completed, giving me 1 quest point and a lore talisman. Now completing a Troll Stronghold actually allows me to craft lore runes, which will be huge when I'm at Guardians of the Rift, because it gives me another rune that I can craft within that. Now completing Troll Stronghold now gives me access to complete Troll Romance, so that will be my next quest on the list. Another clue casket to add to the bank. Just sliding down this with a sled, like, what am I watching right now? And that is 45 farming coming in, which gives me access to the first part of the farming guild. Okay. So apparently I can actually safe spot him. Okay, well that makes it easier, even though I did almost get one shot and have no food on me. What a worse time to get a random event. And that is Troll Romance completed, giving me 2 quest points, 8,000 agility XP, 4,000 strength XP, and 7 uncut gems. Putting my agility level to level 41, and my strength level to level 39. Now the next quest that I want to do is Darkness of Hallowvale. My strength level is currently level 39, so I only need 1 more level. And that is now 40 strength coming in. And that is Darkness of Hallowvale completed, giving me 2 quest points, 7,000 agility XP, 6,000 thieving XP, 2,000 construction XP, and a tome of experience. Putting my agility level to level 43, and my thieving level to level 44, and my construction level to level 19. And I am also going to use this tome of experience. I'm going to pull it into Slayer 3 times. Giving me 6,000 Slayer XP overall. and putting my Slayer level to level 34. I only have 43 agility and I have 0 pieces of graceful. And as my next quest is going to be Underground Pass, I know graceful and a high agility level will be very, very beneficial for it. So I am going to go get my agility level up to at least 56, and if I don't have graceful before, I will just carry on until I complete the graceful set. And that is 50 agility coming in. Now I know Canopus Rooftops will probably give me more marks of grace per hour. Falador will give me more XP per hour, and I don't actually mind having a higher agility level. Another beginner clue casket to add to the bank. That is 56 agility coming in. But I currently do only have 90 marks of grace, and I need 260 to get the full outfit. Another collection log coming in with the Lederhosen top, and that is 50 farming coming in. Always got to do your farm runs. And that is another collection log, being the Lederhosen hat. I'm getting very lucky with these Freaky Forester randoms at the minute. And that is 60 agility coming in, meaning I can now go and do the Sears Village course. Another beginner casket to add to the bank. And that is 50 hunter coming in from just birdhouses. No stale baguette. Sad. And that is 2 collection logs unlocked, giving me the mime boots and the mime top for completing the random event. And this is my last mark of grace needed to get myself full graceful. That is full graceful bought, putting my collection log all the way up to 14. For getting full graceful, I can now go and start Underground Pass and hopefully finish that quest. Now, getting full graceful has actually put my agility level up to 68, so I don't believe I actually need to train this at all throughout the entire rest of the quest grind. The higher agility level has actually been a blessing for this quest because I've barely failed any of these. And that is Underground Pass completed, giving me 5 quest points, 3000 agility XP, 3000 attack XP, and use of the Iban Blast spell along with the Iban's staff. Now that Underground Pass is completed, I can go ahead and complete Regicide. Well, this barrel bomb weighs 32, so hopefully I don't fail any of these because I have to go back through it all over again. And I managed to get through without failing. That is Regicide completed, giving me 3 quest points, access to Tyrant, 13,750 agility XP, and 15,000 coins, putting my agility level to level 69. I'm now going to go and complete Dragon Slayer 1. Elvarg's head is now mine. And that is Dragon Slayer 1 completed, giving me 2 quest points, 18,000 strength XP, 18,000 defense XP, and ability to equip rune and dragon plate bodies, putting my strength level to level 44, and my defense level to level 40. Next quest that I want to work on is the Fremennik Trials, but I need to get 40 woodcutting and 25 fletching, which I currently have 37 woodcutting and 20 fletching. And that is 40 woodcutting now coming through. And that is 25 fletching coming through, meaning I now have all the requirements needed for the Fremennik Trials. I wish I could attack that fast. Damn, look at him go. And that is the Fremennik Trials completed, giving me 3 quest points and 2,800 XP in a variety of skills, putting my defense level to level 41, my attack level to level 47, my hit points level to level 36, my fishing level to level 29, and my crafting level to level 43. And my fletching level to level 27. Now that I've completed the Fremennik Trials, I want to work on completing the Fremennik Isles, but I need to get 20 construction first. And that is 20 construction coming in. And that is another 2 collection log slots unlocked, giving me the mime gloves and the mime legs. Now, before completing the quest, it's asking me to put XP into a skill, which I am going to put into defense. And completing the quest gives me 1 quest point, 10,000 woodcutting XP, 5,000 crafting XP, 5,000 construction XP, and the Helm of Nature's Knot, putting my defense level to level 45, my crafting level to level 44, and my woodcutting level to level 42, and my construction level to level 26. Now I'm going to work on freeing another couple members of Recipe for Disaster, specifically Pirate Pete and Evil Dave. And that is Evil Dave completed, giving me 1 quest point, 7,000 cooking XP, the ability to make a spicy stew, ability to own a Hellcat, and increased chest access, putting my cooking level to level 34. And that is Pirate Pete completed, giving me 1 quest point, 1,000 cooking XP, fishing XP, smithing XP, and crafting XP, and increased chest access, putting my cooking level to level 35, and my fishing level to level 30. That is Taibu Trio completed, giving me 2 quest points, 5,000 fishing XP, 5,000 cooking XP, 2,500 attack XP, and 2,500 strength XP. Which I actually think I need to talk to the 3 brothers to even claim that. And that is 5,000 attack and strength XP claimed, giving me a strength level of level 45. And that is 5,000 cooking XP claimed, giving me a cooking level of level 37. And that is the 5,000 fishing XP claimed, giving me a fishing level of level 34. Completing that quest has also put me at 100 total quests completed out of the 170. And the next thing that I want to do is go and complete the Kandarin Easy Diary. And that is all the easy tasks completed. Now completing the Easy Diary will give me the Kandarin Headgear 1, along with an antique lamp, which I am going to put into smithing, giving me 2,500 smithing experience and putting my smithing level to level 43. Where my next quest that I actually want to complete now is the quest Contact. That is Contact now completed, giving me 1 quest point, 7,000 thieving XP, a Keris, a combat lamp, and the bank access here, putting my thieving level to 45. As my next quest is Temple of Ikov, I need to get 40 range and I currently have 37, so I am going to put this combat lamp into ranged, giving me 7,000 ranged XP, putting my range level to 39. So it turns out I have another use of the combat lamp. I actually didn't know about that, so I will put that into ranged as well, giving me range level 41, and now I can just go and do Temple of Ikov. And that is the Temple of Ikov completed, giving me 1 quest point, 10,500 ranged XP, and 8,000 fletching XP, putting my range level to level 43, and my fletching level to level 33. And that is the Eyes of Glaupri completed, giving me 2 quest points, 12,000 magic XP, 6,000 runecrafting XP, 2,500 woodcutting XP, 250 construction XP, and a crystal seed, putting my magic level to level 50, my runecraft level to level 25, and my woodcutting level to level 43. Now with this crystal seed, I can come back in here and use it on the singing bowl to get myself the crystal saw. And that is the crystal saw obtained. Now I want to go and complete Temple of the Eye, as it will give me quite a lot of runecrafting XP and will also open up access to Guardians of the Rift. And that is Temple of the Eye completed, giving me 1 quest point, Temple of the Eye access, 5,000 runecrafting XP, and a medium pouch, putting my runecrafting level to level 32. Weekly Tears of Guthix done, giving me 4,922 construction XP, putting my construction level to level 30. The next quest that I'm going to be focusing on is One Small Favor, but by looking at the guide for it, it does not look like just one small favor whatsoever. So yeah, this quest is indeed not one small favor, it's about 100 small favors. And that is 1 small favor completed, giving me 2 quest points, 2 antique lamps, a steel keyring, and access to the Feldip Hills glider. Now, honestly, that is probably the worst quest I have done so far. But I am going to put these antique lamps onto Slayer, giving me 20,000 Slayer experience overall, putting my Slayer level to level 41. And that is the Ascent of Arceus completed, giving me 1 quest point, 2,000 coins, 1,500 Hunter XP, 500 Runecrafting XP, and a memoir page. Completing the last quest that I just done has now put my quest points to 200, putting me ever so closer to those Barrows gloves, but not only that, it puts me ever so closer to the quest cape.